I grew up as the son of one of Australia's officially designated cinema pioneers. I was raised on stories of newsreel cameramen who went where others dared not go. Just get the shot no one else has, no matter what. Immersed from birth in the adventures of filmmaking, I was in our home darkroom before I was a teenager, studying photographic encyclopedias on camera technique and composition. By sheer coincidence, I actually ended up following my dad's footsteps when I got a job at Fox Movie Tone myself. Before that, I had no media credentials to validate getting a photographer's pass. My first job was as a copy boy delivering mail within the Sydney Morning Herald building at Broadway, and soon any envelope addressed to the motoring editor, Clive Hodgins, with the AARC logo on it, went missing. But once I got a job with Movietone, I would sneak right to the edge of the track with my schoolmates Gilbert Kennedy and Phil Emerson into all the prohibited areas. It was all bluff and bravado just so I could take photos of my motor racing heroes. But my boundless enthusiasm was taking me and my cameras into every spot where we weren't supposed to go. With Dad supplying movie cameras and a fridge full of out-of-date film stock, my home car racing movies flourished. It was all shot on silent 16mm film, quality but no sound. But luckily, I worked not only as a cameraman, but as a sound editor too. So I've been able to add audio tracks in producing these races digitally. No small job, given my endeavour to get the right sounds rather than just vague background rubbish. The result are these short films, 7 races at Warwick Farm and 1 at Catalina Park. My dad shot the very first one at Warwick Farm and all the rest were my work, but just when I was a teenager. So here is my contribution to documenting the early history of Australian motor racing. Enjoy. Creek Corner is jam-packed as the Rorke's Drift mob anticipates some fierce tin-top racing. Who's this kid? Oh, it's me, 57 years ago. First lap in a Creek Corner, Brian Muir has the lead with a furious Bob Jane all over him, Beachy on the inside. You could throw a blanket over all the following Holden Humpies. How unusual. Next lap and Muir outbreaks the Mark II Jag, but Bob's tapping on the boot. Lap 3 and James made up his mind and goes for it. He's had to take a wide line, he lays rubber to just nudge out Muir into the S's. Norm's just drifting the day away. Jane's got the lead and no one's going to take it off him now. Happy days, Storm and Norman. And if you were there, you still remember this day. Thompson has repainted his ex-Beachy Mustang in BB colours, and Norm just can't resist having a chuckle. But his focus is now totally on his new Chevy Nova 2, which is the absolute centre of attention in the pits. Pete Gagan has his total Mustang as immaculate as ever. Peter Manton in his Coupe Grass is there to back Norm up. Bill Barnes in his Purple Pooper Eater has Manton in his sights. Gagan, Foley and Manton blast off the start line, followed by Beachy and Bartlett in the Alpha. Jim McEwen in the Lotus Cortina Mark 1 has Brian Foley all over him for the whole race. Pete streaks away, but where's Beachy? Looks like he's having some teething troubles. Minnie just died before the causeway. Those grandstands in the background, they're packed. Gagan starts to lap the field and that Zephyr is having trouble. These guys were neck and absolutely on the limit the entire race. Jeff Sykes leaning in to congratulate Big Pete on his win. Fantastic race, mate. Here's a 15-lap contest of closed sports cars. Neil Allen's on pole in the Lotus Elan with Spencer Martin in Bob Jane's aluminium Le Mans E-Type Jag and Kevin Bartlett in the Alpha TZ2. The Jag is just too good off the line. Ron Thorpe in his AC Conrad right behind. This turns out to be one of the closest races ever at the farm, with these three going at the whole race. Andy Buchanan drives the Scuderia Veloce Ferrari 250LM. Brett Gibson has his Lotus Elan on the limit. Brian Foley is doing well in the lightweight Mini. Bartlett is actually sick as a dog, but still throws the Alpha around. Bruce Lee in the Milano GT has John Lefter right up his exhaust pipe. Duff Chivers in his class-winning Austin Healey Sprite. No Honda can't catch him. The front trio start to lap the field. But Jane's fabulous Jag wins by a nose. What a race that was.